Is there any chance that Lakers won't ruin my parlays for the rest of this year? Jesus Christ, I'm asking for the bare minimum.
Yeah, I got the game all in my hand, ooh, yeah.
What's going on, lovely people? Welcome to Lakerland. I'm Christian. It's been a week or two since I posted a Laker video, and the honest answer is, haven't been wanting to discuss the Los Angeles Lakers over the last 2-3 weeks. Honestly, over the course of the whole year. What a shit show of a season it's been. And let's not even try to cut around it. This has probably been one of my least favorite experiences as a Lakers fan. And we've been through some dog years, man. The Kendall Marshall years, the Jeremy Lin years, the Nick Young Swaggy P years. I mean, they're all one and the same, really. But to think that this season, where we had Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Russell Westbrook, and I honestly put Ryan Kelly back in the jersey at this point. I'd much rather watch that. This has been an awful year. I would have never thought it would have been this horrible. Honestly, I almost stopped myself from saying the sentence, and I was like, maybe I'm over-exaggerating. But no, when we got Westbrook earlier this year, even my minimalistic expectations couldn't have been this. And I was super, super hopeful that, AD coming back healthy would give us a shot. And we just never got to see it. And the season ended when AD got hurt. And I want to hold on to the last bit of hope that, maybe he makes it in with a few. We're going to make the play-in. Legit, teams are handing us the play-in. Then we got to win 2. Can we do that? I have no idea anymore. I really don't. But teams are handing us the play-in. I want to hold on to a slither of hope that, Anthony Davis comes back, and at the end of the day, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, they're better than most, I think. I'm not too sure anymore. It's unfortunate. Anthony Davis got hurt, and I truly believe our season ended. And not to rehash talking about the AD injuries, but it goes all across the board. This is still the same team that did nothing at the trade deadline. We waved the white flag, and we were waiting for... Oh, we'll talk about it. This is embarrassing, man. I'm not going to say it's embarrassing to be a Lakers fan, because, hey, look at the hat. Championships. That's what we're used to. That's what we're accustomed to. It's never embarrassing being a Lakers fan, but this has been one embarrassment of a season. And Russ versus Lakers, I guess, was always the problem. And it was always going to be the problem. Even if we didn't pick up Westbrook this year, we probably would have been in a better predicament. We would have figured something out. We would have been built a little bit differently. But we didn't. He decided to go drink some mimosas with LeBron and Anthony Davis at a rooftop brunch. And this is what we got out of it. We really got to figure out some better brunch dates, because the relationship, it seems, is all but over. It seems like there's nothing that can physically save Westbrook and the Lakers and making it work. And I've seen the little rumor, not really rumor, but suggestion that, hey, maybe we should put him on the bench. I kind of thought that was the way to go a few months ago. At this point, it's too late. There's no way we can make Westbrook work on this team anymore. Russ versus Lakers was always the problem. The guy has been missing layups this year. I know hating on Westbrook is almost the cool thing to do right now, which I don't advocate for at all. Like, I'm not going to be somebody who bullies a person. And, those people that are doing that, I don't view them as real fans. At the end of the day, I'm not rooting for Westbrook to play bad. I'm rooting for him to make it work. When you are missing layups and jumpers that aren't too far away from the rim. I've seen the worst misses that I've ever seen in a Lakers jersey this year from Russell Westbrook. That isn't us. That isn't fandom. That isn't, the booze. That isn't Westbrook. That's physically you bricking a fucking shot. I love the whole stigma that, he's a team player. One thing that Westbrook is always going to give you is his heart, his hustle, his passion. If you would have gave us your heart, your hustle, your passion, I promise you, we would not be having any conversation. When people give us their heart, their hustle, their passion, we get a Caruso. We get a Austin Reeves. We get a Stanley Johnson. Effort. I'll be lying if I said that I saw the utmost effort out of Westbrook. And that's been honestly the theme of the whole team. I can't act like LeBron James, who, I get it, year 19, he's putting up phenomenal numbers. On paper, there is nothing LeBron James has done wrong. He's done everything he could. I mean, look at the team around him. But I'm not watching games on paper. I'm watching games with my eyes. I see LeBron James not going back to defense. I see him frustrated, maybe rightfully so, whether it's not getting a call. Walking back. I don't want to compare it to Kobe, but I seen Kobe been in a similar situation of this year. The 2012-2013 season, where he had a big man who was struggling with injuries. Sounds familiar? A point guard who was probably removed from their prime and don't know how much you can contribute. We're kind of just hoping you can contribute. Sounds kind of familiar. Except we actually got a healthy Westbrook and we never had a healthy Nash. Yes, I'm comparing it to the 2012-2013 season where I seen Kobe tell the media, don't worry about us, we'll make the playoffs. And drug his team to the playoff with an unhealthy Dwight Howard, an unhealthy Steve Nash, and a team that, in all honesty, didn't work. But Kobe Bryant, I'm not going to say made it work, but he wasn't going to let us fail. This season, we failed. That's the season, in all honesty, that probably was my favorite Kobe Bryant season. Once again, maybe there's a world where Anthony Davis comes back and problems are solved, things are resolved. I can't act like I can hold on to that hope no more. Parts of me doesn't even want to make the play-in. I don't want to go through that embarrassment. But I don't want to go through the embarrassment of missing the play-in. But then losing to the Clippers doesn't sound enticing at all. Like, I don't know if there's any moral victories out of this season. I'm rooting for physical victories this season. One win would be cool. Preferably no L's to the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green was deep frying, sauteing you guys. Oh, man. It's been disgusting. The defense has been a problem. The energy, the effort has been a problem. Obviously, I've discussed the front office problems. Vogel took way too long to open his eyes. The fact that DeAndre Jordan was starting as long as he did was unexcusable. Same thing with Trevor Ariza. We saw that Johnson, Reeves, and Monk were the only bright spots on our roster months ago. It took Vogel too long. Took too many L's. Rob Pelinka, no moves at the deadline. Another year of trusting the buyout market. And what do we get? Wenyen Gabriel, who I don't even know how he's going to be. Because, hey Vogel, I'm doing the same job as Wenyen Gabriel right now. And that's sitting on my ass. And I'm not acting like, Wenyen Gabriel is going to be the savior. He's got bounced around a bunch of times, I imagine for a reason. But what do you expect from the buyout market if that's what you wanted? I know Rob Pelinka did not think DJ Augustine was going to be the answer to this season. No way in hell, Rob. No way in hell. Can we not ever put another DJ in a Lakers jersey again? And honestly, not even shade on Augustine. He hasn't looked awful. Hasn't looked great, but what do you expect? I just don't want to see a DJ in a jersey again. Not in a Lakers jersey. I went up to a man this year at my job. I saw him all dripped out in Lakers gear. Right? Whole suit, everything. Out of respect, went up to the guy. Hey, need any help? Nah, I'm okay. Alright, well, you know what? You're a Laker fan. Whatever you need, I got you. Don't worry about it. True fact. I don't know if it's because of this season, but the Bulls said, I was not really a fan right now. I don't know what that means. I told them you ain't getting shit from me. I get it. The Lakers have ruined my parlays all year. All year. I had a spread bet that the Lakers would win by 2 points against the Rockets. How the hell do we turn overtime with the Rockets and almost turn it into a blowout? Because what? Because a few momentum plays don't go our way? Basketball, it's a game of runs. I try to come on here and be positive and give nothing but affirmations, and today is not the day. But if I do have any positive takeaways, which is none, and Don't even ask me how, because, none. I don't know if I have any positive takeaways from this season. I mean, yes, Reeves, Johnson, Monk, sure. LeBron James still has enough in the tank if Lakers can give enough themselves. Anthony Davis, when on the floor, has looked, at least the second half, looked good. But you're useless if you can't stay on the floor. An honest takeaway, truthfully, is the Westbrook experiment failed so bad that next season we can forget about it. We can just forget about it. Act like it never happened. Next season we can wipe our roster clean. We can start fresh, start from scratch. Who knows if I trust the front office to do so? Any of them. But is that a positive takeaway? This has been just a year of so many lows, and the moment you think this is the lowest it's going to get, the ground sinks. A positive affirmation, maybe it's only up from here. I wish I could believe that. We don't have many games left, LeBron. Give us all you got. All you got. All you got. We're going to need it. Obviously, don't don't hurt yourself. I don't want to see LeBron hurt and then sacrifice another season. Give us everything you got, because I can see it in the energy on the court when you're walking back, and I get it, you're tired. You're not the same 26, 27-year-old you might have been. But you're walking back on defense. Now it's a 4-on-5, a three-pointer. We come back on offense. We miss a three. Rinse, wash, repeat. Three-pointer, and now all of a sudden we got to call timeout. We can't get our mind right. The game is out of reach. I've seen it happen way too many times. And for us to have any hopes, any dreams, any aspirations of anything, we need you to go into God mode. Like demigod mode. We need AD to come back strong, healthy, out the gate. Maybe we need Kendrick Nunn. I gave up on that one a long time ago. We need Vogel to do better. Have I seen better? I guess. But again, too late. Better late than never, but never late is better, Vogel. This season just can't end any quicker. At this point, I'm watching every game, and I put me down. This shit is torture. Maybe it's time to say better luck next year. It might be. But, once again, I'm a Laker fan. I'm not giving up hope just yet. My mind thinks about all the possible ways we can make this work almost every day. Whether it's moving Westbrook's role, holding out for AD to come back, a step up from one of the young kids, something, lucky seeding, lucky anything, something going our way. And I'm going to continue to hold on for hope. The boat has been sinking for a few months now. I got my life jacket on, for sure. But dumb old me is still standing on deck just waiting for it to happen. I'm not done holding on to hope for this season. I'm just done expecting any better. I hope you guys can be any more positive than I can. Is there anything positive to take away right now? Is there any chance that Lakers won't ruin my parlays for the rest of this year? Jesus Christ. I'm asking for the bare minimum. No, but in all honesty, is there any way we win? And I don't even know if I'm talking about the championship anymore. A game? God knows, a playoff series. A play-in game? It's getting scary. And teams are, in just a matter of a year and a half, because it hasn't really been 2 years. Maybe it has by now. But just in a matter of a short time, Lakers went from a team to fear to a team that, you're the Lakers, and we're going to have fun what we do to you tonight. The Rockets had fun with us. The Rockets. We might have deserved that L, actually. We might have deserved that L. Guys, I'll have this video up probably, days past the Rockets game, and it's still kind of fresh on my mind, and there has been a few games that I'm sure have happened since. So, I'm hoping by the time you see this, the sun is starting to shine just a little brighter. Because if it rains anymore, the boat might not need to sink. The waters might just get too high. That's my analogy for the day, guys. Thank you for watching, as always. Please, any Laker take, any Laker comment, any Laker conversation, dialogue we can possibly have, throw it in the comments. I can talk about Lakers all day, and I love talking about it with you guys. This season has just been rough. And I'm going to try to shoot out at least one LAKERLAND video a week, and it's going to be similar to this. I'm just going to be reflecting. I'm just going to be holding on to hope or letting go. But whatever it may be, I'll be here in this chair saying, if I don't see you, Have a good day, good evening, and good night.
Yeah, I got the game all in my hand, ooh, and yeah, pop out with the drip and make a fan drool. You could risk it if you want, this ain't no FanDuel. Yeah, I'm in a Benz cool, yeah, stepping for the breeze.